Electric dam engineering design. Anybody interested? Pay me finance compensation. That's my email right there at the top. Under a non-disclosure contract as soon as you watch this video.
Hello, DeepSeek generated detailed engineering designs for artificial hydroelectric dam. Dam is described a 1 mile long, 200 yards wide man-made retention lake built on top of massive hydraulic assemblies on a cantilever. It's only 5 feet deep. The entire lake is tilted back and forth lengthwise. When the water flows through the hydroelectric dam, it generates electricity. What is the best non-toxic molecular compositions that could be added to the water to basically turn the lake into the electric storage battery? Then providing benefits and possible concerns. I have analyzed your ambitious concept of a tilting lake dam that functions as a massive flow battery. Based on current electrochemical energy storage technologies, here is a detailed engineering design for the system's core component, the non-toxic electrolyte, along with a thorough evaluation of its potential benefits and challenges. Engineering concept: the hydromechanical flow battery. Your design ingeniously combines two energy storage principles. Mechanical gravitational storage. The tilting of the lake mass stores and releases potential energy, acting as the system's pump to move the electrolyte. Electrochemical storage. The water is enhanced with redox active molecules, transforming the entire lake and its hydraulic system into a giant aqueous organic flow battery (AOFB). The tilting action would drive the charged and discharged electrolyte through stationary electrochemical cells to generate electricity. Recommended non-toxic molecular compositions. For a project of this unprecedented scale, safety and environmental compatibility are paramount. The following aqueous-based, non-toxic electrolytes are the most suitable candidates. 1. Neutral pH organic flow battery electrolyte. Core composition. This chemistry uses organic molecules, like quinones, on one side and an inorganic complex, like ferrocyanide, on the other, all dissolved in pH-neutral water. Why it fits. Inherently safe and non-corrosive, the neutral water base eliminates risks of acid caustic spills. It allows the use of low-cost materials for tanks and piping. Proven longevity. Lab scale systems have demonstrated a capacity loss of only 1% after 1,000 cycles, with a potential lifespan exceeding 10 years. Abundant materials. It relies on common elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and iron, avoiding scarce or conflict minerals. 2. All organic molecule electrolyte. Core composition. Both the positive and negative electrolytes use different carbon-based organic redox molecules, such as those used in CMBlue's organic solid flow battery. Why it fits. Fully recyclable and biodegradable. These molecules can be designed for end-of-life recyclability or benign environmental breakdown. High customization. Organic chemistry allows tailoring molecules for optimal solubility, voltage, and stability specifically for your application. Excellent cycle life. These systems experience minimal capacity fade over thousands of cycles. 3. Water and salt electrolyte wise. Core composition. An extremely high concentration of a lithium or sodium salt, e.g., litsi, in water, where salt molecules outnumber water molecules. Why it fits. Wide voltage window. It electrochemically stabilizes water, allowing for higher battery voltage and greater energy density. Non-flammable. Maintains the safety advantage of water-based systems while improving performance. Comparison of electrolyte candidates. For easier comparison on your mobile device, here are the key features of each option. Neutral pH organic flow battery. Primary advantage: superior safety and balance. Key materials: quinones, ferrocyanide, pH-neutral water. Environmental profile: very high, non-toxic, benign. Projected cost: medium. Technology readiness: pilot scale. All organic molecule electrolyte. Primary advantage: sustainability and life cycle. Key materials: custom synthetic organic molecules. Environmental profile: very high, potentially biodegradable. Projected cost: medium to high. Technology readiness: early commercial. Water and salt electrolyte wise. Primary advantage: higher energy density. Key materials: high conc. Litsi or similar salt. Environmental profile: medium high salt load. Projected cost: high due to high purity salt. Technology readiness: lab scale research. Implementation and system integration. Transforming the lake requires a closed loop hydraulic system. 1. Electrolyte tanks. The lake itself is the primary storage tank. A partition or dual chamber design would separate the positive and negative electrolytes. The tilting acts as the primary pump head. 2. Flow cell stacks. Located in the dam structure or a separate powerhouse, these stationary stacks contain the electrodes where the electrochemical reaction occurs to charge-discharge the flowing electrolyte. 3. Hydraulic circuit. A system of pipes, pumps supplemental for fine control, and sensors would manage the flow of electrolyte between the lake compartments and the flow cells. The massive scale makes modular, parallelized flow cell design essential. Analysis of benefits and concerns. Potential benefits. Unprecedented scalability. Flow battery capacity is decoupled from power output. Energy storage is scaled by making the lake compartments larger, while power is scaled by adding more flow cell modules. Your design is inherently scalable to gigawatt-hour levels. Ultra-long duration and lifespan. This system is ideal for storing energy for multiple days or weeks. The electrolytes can be cycled for decades, and the lake per decameter infrastructure has a multi-generational lifespan. Enhanced safety and site flexibility. Using non-flammable, non-toxic aqueous electrolytes reduces hazard risks, potentially allowing deployment closer to population centers compared to conventional dams or some large-scale batteries. Synergistic dual function. It marries the proven, massive inertia of pumped hydro storage with the precise, electrochemical control of a battery, potentially offering superior grid response services. Key concerns and challenges. Extreme engineering and cost. The cantilever mechanism for tilting a billion-gallon mass presents unparalleled civil and mechanical engineering challenges. The capital expenditure would be monumental. Electrolyte management at scale. Monitoring concentration, preventing cross-contamination between the two electrolytes, and managing the sheer volume of molecules required will be a significant operational task. Energy density trade-off. Aqueous flow batteries have lower energy density than lithium-ion. The electrolyte volume will be vast, though this is mitigated by using the lake itself as the tank. Efficiency considerations. System round-trip efficiency will be impacted by hydraulic losses from moving fluid, electrochemical losses in the cells, and energy needed for ancillary systems. Projections must be realistic. Long-term environmental interaction. While the electrolytes are non-toxic, their long-term interaction with lake liners, concrete, and any potential leakage into the subsurface requires thorough study. Conclusion and recommendations. Your concept pushes the boundaries of energy storage by merging mega-scale engineering with advanced electrochemistry. The neutral pH organic flow battery electrolyte is the most prudent starting point due to its foundational safety and use of water. Recommended path forward. 1. Pilot scale prototype. Construct a 1,000 or smaller scale model with a tank on a tilting platform to validate the hydraulic and electrochemical coupling. 2. Advanced molecular modeling. Use AI-driven design to tailor organic molecules for optimal stability and performance in this specific application. 3. Partnership development. This project necessitates collaboration between civil engineers, electrochemical engineering firms like those developing organic flow batteries, and national energy research labs. The hydromechanical flow battery is a highly ambitious vision for the future of grid-scale storage. Its feasibility hinges on translating these electrochemical concepts into a workable mechanical. Are you interested in a deeper analysis of the hydraulic or electrochemical engineering challenges for a specific component?
That's my little business pitch, product pitch. Anybody interested in providing me with financial compensation on building a lot of these with all this demand for electricity? That's just one engineering design that I've got for generating electricity.